Have you ever wondered why some people give off an impression of wealth and elegance even though they don't have a lot of money in the bank? The truth is that there's a huge difference between having money and appearing prosperous. And today, I'm going to reveal to you 15 daily habits that can completely transform the way people see you, making you radiate confidence and sophistication without spending a fortune. If you watch this video until the end, you'll discover simple secrets that successful people use every day to make a great first impression. These aren't expensive or complicated tricks. They're small changes to your routine that yield amazing results. Imagine how different it would be if people saw you as successful, confident, and prosperous just by the way you present yourself to the world. What I'm going to share with you today can completely change the way you are perceived by others. And the best part is that you can start applying these techniques today. But be careful. If you don't pay attention to these details, you could be missing out on valuable opportunities in your personal and professional life. So stay with me until the end because the last tip will completely surprise you. Habit 1. Impeccable posture in all situations. The first thing people notice about you, even before you open your mouth, is your posture. A successful person never walks hunched over, with their shoulders slumped or looking at the floor. They keep their spine straight, their chin slightly raised, and their shoulders relaxed but firm. This is body language that communicates confidence, self-esteem, and success without you having to say a single word. The problem many people face is that they have spent years developing poor posture, whether it's from spending too much time on the computer, from insecurity, or simply from a lack of body awareness. When you walk hunched over or with your head down, you send a message of insecurity, tiredness, and lack of self-confidence. People subconsciously associate poor posture with someone who has no control over their own life. To put this change into practice, start by doing a simple exercise every morning. Stand in front of a mirror and imagine that there is an invisible string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Keep your shoulders relaxed but straight and practice walking this way for a few minutes. During the day, set reminders on your phone every 2 hours to check your posture. When you're sitting, keep your feet on the floor and your back supported by the chair. The benefits of this simple change are immediate and surprising. Not only will you look more confident and prosperous, but you'll also feel more energized and focused. Good posture improves breathing, reduces back and neck pain, and even positively influences your emotional state. People will begin to see you as someone who is in control of themselves and their life, essential characteristics of a successful person. Habit 2. Impeccable hand and nail care. Your hands are a silent calling card that speaks volumes about you before any conversation even begins. Successful people understand that well-groomed hands are a sign of attention to detail and self-care, two essential qualities of those who are successful in life. We're not talking about expensive manicures or elaborately decorated nails, but rather about clean hands, trimmed nails, and well-groomed nails. Many people underestimate the power of well-groomed hands and end up neglecting this important detail. Dirty, chipped, or poorly cut nails can completely ruin a first impression, even if you are well-dressed and well-groomed. The problem is that we often don't realize how much our hands are being observed during conversations, greetings, and even when we are making natural gestures during a conversation. Putting this habit into practice is easier than you might think. Set aside 15 minutes every week to take care of your nails. Keep them clean, trim them regularly, and file them to keep them evenly shaped. If you can't afford to go to a salon often, learn how to do a basic manicure at home. Use a moisturizer on your hands every day, especially before bed, and keep a basic nail care kit in your bag for emergencies. One person who invested in this simple habit reported that she began receiving more compliments and positive attention at work, and even noticed that people began greeting her with more affection and respect. Well-groomed hands send a message that you value yourself and pay attention to detail, qualities that people automatically associate with success and prosperity. This small investment of time results in a significant improvement in your personal image. Habit 3. Impeccable organization of personal belongings. The way you organize and care for your personal belongings reveals a lot about your personality and level of prosperity. A prosperous person never walks around with a messy purse, crumpled papers in their wallet, or objects scattered around in a disorganized manner. They understand that external organization reflects internal organization, and that successful people have control over their environments and possessions. The big problem with disorganization is that it conveys an image of chaos, lack of control, and carelessness. When you have to rummage through your bag for 5 minutes to find your keys or wallet, people notice and subconsciously form an opinion about your ability to manage other areas of your life. A messy bag with loose papers and objects scattered around suggests that you have no control over the basic aspects of your routine. To implement this habit, start by doing a thorough cleaning of your main bag. Take everything out, clean the inside, and organize items into specific compartments. Use small toiletry bags or purse organizers to separate items like makeup, documents, coins, and medicine. Keep only the essentials and do a quick clean every night, removing unnecessary receipts and reorganizing items. Apply the same principle to your wallet, keeping only necessary cards and documents. The benefits of this organization go far beyond outward appearance. You'll save time in your day-to-day life, feel more confident in social and professional situations, and people will perceive you as efficient and trustworthy. An organized bag shows that you have attention to detail and respect for your own belongings, traits that people naturally associate with success and prosperity. This simple change can completely transform the way others perceive you. Now, before I continue with the next tips that will completely transform your image, I need to ask you a very important favor. If this content is being useful to you, please subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any valuable tips. And tell me here in the comments where you are watching this video from. I love to know where you are from. Your participation is very important to me and motivates me to always bring more quality content to you. Habit 4. Confident body language in conversations. The way you carry yourself during conversations instantly reveals your level of confidence and inner prosperity. Successful people maintain proper eye contact, use controlled gestures, and take up space naturally and confidently. They know that nonverbal communication accounts for over 70% of the message we convey, and they use this to their advantage to make lasting positive impressions. Many people struggle with body language because they have been conditioned to make themselves small, avoid eye contact, or use nervous gestures that convey insecurity. When you avoid eye contact, cross your arms defensively, or make fidgety hand movements, you are communicating anxiety and a lack of confidence. These signals cause people to subconsciously perceive you as insecure or emotionally uncontrolled. To develop confident body language, practice maintaining eye contact during conversations, but without staring awkwardly. Look the person in the eye for a few seconds, then look away naturally and back. Keep your arms relaxed at your sides or use gentle gestures to emphasize important points. When sitting, avoid crossing your arms or legs defensively and maintain an open, receptive posture. Practice these behaviors in front of a mirror until they become second nature. One person who applied these techniques reported that they began to be taken more seriously at work and began receiving invitations to important social events. Confident body language not only improves the way others perceive you, but it also positively influences how you feel about yourself. When you behave confidently, your brain interprets these signals and actually increases your confidence levels, creating a virtuous cycle of personal growth and improved self-image. Habit 5. Elegant and well-articulated vocabulary. The way you express yourself verbally is one of the most powerful ways to demonstrate refinement and politeness. Successful people choose their words carefully avoid excessive slang or vulgar language, and express themselves clearly and articulately. They understand that refined communication opens doors and creates opportunities that would not otherwise be available. The problem with using inappropriate or imprecise language is that it can severely limit your social and professional opportunities. When you use a lot of slang, profanity, or use confusing language, people may form negative opinions about your educational and social standing. Even if you have valuable knowledge and experience, poor communication can prevent others from recognizing your true potential. To improve your vocabulary and your way of expressing yourself, start by watching how successful people communicate on talk shows, documentaries, or lectures. Write down interesting words and expressions and practice using them in everyday conversations. Read quality books, newspapers, or magazines to naturally expand your vocabulary. Avoid interrupting others during conversations and practice listening carefully before responding. When you don't know the meaning of a word, look it up and learn how to use it correctly. The benefits of polished communication are immense and long-lasting. You will be perceived as more intelligent, educated, and sophisticated, qualities that attract personal and professional opportunities. Polished communication also increases your credibility and influence in social groups, making people value your opinions and suggestions more. This investment in your personal development pays off in the form of respect, admiration, and better opportunities later in life. Habit 6. Take special care of your hair's appearance. Well-groomed hair is a universal symbol of prosperity and self-care, regardless of the length, texture, or style you choose. Prosperous people understand that healthy, well-maintained hair makes a huge difference to the overall impression they make, and so they invest time and attention in this essential aspect of their personal appearance. Many people neglect proper hair care because they believe it is too expensive or complicated to maintain a flawless appearance. The result is dull hair, dry ends, or unkempt hairstyles that can completely ruin a positive first impression. Poorly maintained hair sends a message of personal sloppiness and lack of attention to detail, characteristics that people associate with lack of success. The practical application of this care begins with a cleaning routine that is appropriate for your hair type. Use quality products that are appropriate for your hair texture and avoid washing your hair excessively, which can dry out your hair. Invest in a good cut every 2 or 3 months, even if it is a simple one, to maintain its shape and eliminate dry ends. Learn how to create basic hairstyles that look elegant and appropriate for different occasions. Use oils or moisturizing creams on the ends to maintain their natural shine. A simple change in your hair care routine can completely transform your appearance and self-esteem. Not only does well-groomed hair make you look more prosperous, it also significantly boosts your self-confidence. People will notice the difference immediately, and you'll receive more compliments and positive attention. This investment in self-care shows that you value yourself and have high standards for yourself, qualities that earn respect and admiration from others. Habit 7. Punctuality as a show of respect. Punctuality is one of the most striking characteristics of prosperous and successful people in any area of life. Always arriving on time demonstrates respect for others, personal organization, and reliability, essential qualities for building solid relationships and professional opportunities. Prosperous people understand that time is a valuable resource and treat commitments with the seriousness they deserve. The biggest problem with being late is that it communicates disrespect and a lack of consideration for others, even when you don't mean to be. When you're consistently late, people start to question your reliability and ability to keep commitments. Frequent tardiness can cost you valuable opportunities, damage important relationships, and create a negative reputation that's hard to reverse over time. To develop the habit of being punctual, start by planning your trips with a margin of safety, taking into account possible unforeseen events such as traffic or parking difficulties. Use reminders on your phone to prepare in advance and leave home at the planned time. Organize your clothes and personal belongings the night before to avoid a morning rush. If there is an unforeseen event, communicate immediately with the people involved, explaining the situation and informing them of a new arrival time. The benefits of punctuality go far beyond making a good first impression. You will be seen as a reliable and responsible person, qualities that open doors to professional opportunities and stronger relationships. Punctuality also significantly reduces your daily stress levels, as it eliminates the constant anxiety of always racing against time. Punctual people are naturally more respected and valued in social groups and professional environments, creating a virtuous cycle of personal and professional growth. Habit 8. Always keep your personal environment organized and clean. The state of your personal environment, whether at home or at work, directly reflects your level of mental organization and inner prosperity. Prosperous people keep their spaces clean, organized, and welcoming, understanding that a harmonious environment positively influences their emotional state and the impression they make on others. A well-kept space demonstrates self-control, discipline, and attention to detail. Disorganized and dirty environments create an immediate negative impression and can significantly damage your personal and professional image. When someone visits your home or work desk and finds a mess, scattered papers, or accumulated dirt, they automatically form an opinion about your ability to manage other areas of your life. A chaotic environment sends a message of lack of control and personal carelessness. To keep your space looking impeccable, develop a daily tidying routine that only takes a few minutes. Put things away in their proper places immediately after use. Do quick cleaning daily and take a few minutes each night to tidy up for the next day. At work, keep your desk organized with only the essential items visible. At home, develop the habit of tidying each room before you leave or before you go to bed. An organized environment not only improves the impression you make on others, but it also significantly increases your productivity and emotional well-being. You'll feel calmer, more focused, and in control of your life when your spaces are in harmony. Visitors and co-workers will perceive you as disciplined and reliable, qualities that attract more positive opportunities and relationships. This simple habit can completely transform the quality of your personal and professional life. Habit 9. Courtesy and good manners. Good manners never go out of style and are a hallmark of well-mannered, prosperous people. Small gestures of courtesy, such as saying, "Thank you, please, excuse me," and showing consideration for others, create a lasting impression of refinement and politeness. Prosperous people understand that courtesy opens doors and builds bridges in personal and professional relationships. Unfortunately, many people neglect basic manners, whether due to being rushed, stressed, or simply not having developed these habits as children. A lack of courtesy can leave lasting negative impressions and close valuable opportunities before they even fully present themselves. When you fail to say thank you, interrupt conversations, or show a lack of consideration for others, you are communicating a lack of education and refinement. To incorporate more courtesy into your daily life, start by practicing the basics. Always say thank you when someone does something for you, no matter how small. Apologize when you make a mistake or cause any inconvenience. Greet people appropriately when you arrive and say goodbye. Show genuine interest when others are talking. Offer help when you see someone in need. Keep your phone on silent in public places, and avoid loud conversations that might disturb others. The benefits of good manners are immense and immediate. You will be perceived as polite, respectful, and pleasant to be around, qualities that attract more positive relationships and better opportunities. Courtesy creates a more harmonious environment around you and makes people enjoy your company. This investment in personal refinement returns in the form of respect, admiration, and doors that open naturally throughout your life. Habit 10. Emotional control in challenging situations. The ability to maintain composure and emotional control in difficult situations is one of the most admirable traits of successful and prosperous people. They understand that emotional outbursts, heated arguments, or impulsive behavior can severely damage their reputation and important relationships. Self-control demonstrates maturity, wisdom, and natural leadership. Many people struggle with emotional control, especially during times of stress, conflict, or pressure. When you overreact, yell, speak rudely, or display emotional instability, people begin to question your ability to handle important responsibilities. Lack of emotional control can cost you career opportunities, damage personal relationships, and create a negative reputation that lingers for a long time. To develop greater emotional control, practice simple deep breathing techniques when you feel yourself getting upset. Count to 10 before responding in tense situations, and always try to understand the other person's point of view before reacting. When you are very emotional, politely remove yourself from the situation and return when you are calmer to continue the conversation. Practice empathy by trying to understand the motivations and feelings of the other people involved in the conflict. Emotional control not only dramatically improves your personal image, but also increases your influence and natural leadership in groups. People will trust you more in important situations and will seek your opinion in decisive moments. You will become known as someone who is balanced and trustworthy, qualities that are extremely valuable in both your personal and professional life. This emotional development is an investment that will pay off in lifelong benefits. Habit 11. Smart wardrobe choices. The way you dress instantly communicates your personality, status, and level of self-care. Well-to-do people understand that you don't need to have expensive clothes to look elegant and sophisticated. The key is to choose well-cut, well-maintained pieces that fit your body perfectly. Simple, well-chosen, and well-cared-for clothing will always make a better impression than expensive but poorly maintained or inappropriate pieces. The biggest mistake many people make is believing that quantity is more important than quality, or that they need to follow every fashion trend to look well-dressed. Clothes that are too tight, too loose, wrinkled, or stained can completely ruin your image, regardless of how expensive they are. When you dress inappropriately for the occasion, or wear clothes that are in poor condition, you are communicating carelessness and a lack of attention to detail. To build a smart wardrobe, start by taking an honest look at the clothes you own. Get rid of items that no longer fit, are damaged, or haven't been worn in over a year. Invest in good quality staples that can be combined in a variety of ways. A well-cut pair of black pants, a classic white shirt, a neutral blazer, and comfortable, stylish shoes. Learn how to properly iron and care for your clothes to keep them looking their best. The benefits of dressing well go far beyond your outward appearance. When you feel good about your clothes, your confidence automatically increases, which is reflected in the way you carry yourself and interact with others. Well-groomed, well-dressed clothing makes you more likely to be taken seriously in professional and social situations. This conscious investment in your wardrobe is one of the quickest and most visible returns you can have on your personal image. Habit 12. Basic but consistent skincare. Healthy, well-cared-for skin is one of the most universal symbols of prosperity and self-care. Prosperous people understand that the skin is the largest organ in the body and deserves special attention, not only for aesthetic reasons, but also for general health and well-being. We are not talking about expensive or complicated treatments, but rather basic and consistent care that makes all the difference in your appearance. Many people neglect basic skincare because they believe it is too complicated or expensive to maintain a proper routine. The result is dull, dry skin or skin with problems that could easily be avoided with simple care. Poorly cared for skin can age prematurely and significantly detract from your overall appearance, even when everything else is flawless. To establish an effective skincare routine, start with the 3 fundamental steps: cleansing, moisturizing, and sun protection. Use a gentle cleanser that's right for your skin type in the morning, and at night, apply a facial moisturizer daily and never leave the house without sunscreen, even on cloudy days. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, get adequate sleep, and avoid touching your face with dirty hands. Once a week, gently exfoliate your skin to remove dead skin cells. Well cared for skin not only dramatically improves your appearance, but it also boosts your self-esteem and personal confidence. When your skin is healthy, you feel more comfortable without makeup and radiate a natural beauty that is far more appealing than any artifice. Consistent skincare is a long-term investment that pays off in the form of a youthful, healthy appearance for years to come. Habit 13. Mindful eating and adequate hydration. The way you take care of your diet and hydration directly reflects on your energy, disposition, and general appearance. Prosperous people understand that their body is their most important vehicle and therefore invest in quality fuel. A balanced diet and adequate hydration not only improve your health, but also positively influence your mood, concentration, and physical appearance. Many people underestimate the impact that poor nutrition has on their energy and appearance. When you consume too much sugar, processed foods, or don't drink enough water, it affects the quality of your skin, your energy levels, and even your ability to concentrate. An unbalanced diet can cause bloating, fatigue, and an overall lackluster appearance that can detract from your overall well-being. To develop healthier eating habits, start by including more fresh fruits, vegetables, and legumes in your daily meals. Gradually reduce your consumption of processed foods, refined sugar, and carbonated drinks. Drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, spread throughout the day, and notice how this improves your mood and the appearance of your skin. Eat regular meals and avoid going too long without eating, which can cause anxiety and binge eating. The benefits of a conscious diet are visible both internally and externally. You will have more energy to face the challenges of the day, your skin will be brighter and more hydrated, and you will feel more energetic and focused in all your activities. A well-nourished and hydrated person naturally radiates vitality and health, characteristics that people automatically associate with success and prosperity. This investment in your health is essential to maintaining a prosperous image in a sustainable way. Habit 14. Continuous development of knowledge. Prosperous people never stop learning and developing. They understand that knowledge is one of the most powerful forms of wealth and that the world is constantly changing, requiring continuous updating. We are not necessarily talking about expensive courses or extensive training, but rather about maintaining a curious mind and constantly seeking new information and skills. The problem many people face is that they stop learning after completing their formal education, missing out on valuable opportunities for personal and professional growth. When you stop learning, you become out of touch with the changing world and may miss out on important opportunities that require more up-to-date knowledge. A lack of ongoing development can severely limit your chances of growth and success. To maintain continuous development, dedicate at least 30 minutes a day to learning something new. This could be by reading books, watching educational documentaries, listening to lectures, or taking free courses available on the internet. Choose topics that spark your curiosity or that can contribute to your personal and professional growth. Stay informed about current affairs by reading quality newspapers or magazines, and always seek out reliable sources of information. Knowledge not only enriches your mind, but also significantly improves your ability to converse on a variety of topics and contribute intelligently to discussions. Educated and well-informed people naturally attract respect and admiration and are sought out for important advice and opinions. This ongoing investment in your intellectual development is one of the surest ways to build a lasting image of prosperity and success. Habit 15. Generosity and genuine acts of kindness. Last but not least, the practice of generosity and genuine kindness to others is a habit. Truly prosperous people understand that true wealth lies not only in what you own, but also in what you can offer to others. Small acts of kindness, words of encouragement, and gestures of generosity create an aura of abundance that is far more powerful than any material display. Many people mistakenly believe that they need to have a lot of money to be generous, or that kindness is a sign of weakness. In fact, genuine generosity is a sign of inner strength and emotional abundance. When you are stingy with praise, help, or attention, you send a message of scarcity and insecurity. Small-minded and bitter people are rarely seen as prosperous, regardless of their actual financial situation. To develop this life-changing habit, start by offering sincere compliments to those around you, helping out colleagues when possible, and showing genuine interest in the well-being of others. Practice active listening by giving your full attention when someone is speaking to you. Do small favors without expecting anything in return, and genuinely celebrate other people's successes. Generosity can be expressed through time, attention, knowledge, or simple acts of kindness. Genuine generosity creates a virtuous cycle around you, attracting positive people and unexpected opportunities. When you are known as someone who is generous and kind, people naturally want to be around you and contribute to your success. This habit not only improves your outward image, but transforms your inner sense of abundance and attracts prosperity in ways you never imagined possible. Now you know the 15 daily habits that can completely transform the way people see you and how you feel about yourself. Remember, you don't have to implement all of these changes at once. Pick 2 or 3 that make the most sense for your current situation and start with those. The key to success is consistency, not perfection. These simple habits have the power to open doors, create opportunities, and significantly improve the quality of your personal and professional relationships. When you consistently take care of your posture, appearance, organization, and behavior, you are investing in your future and the world's perception of you. Remember, small daily changes create extraordinary transformations over time. You have everything you need to start this transformation today. Don't wait for the perfect moment or ideal conditions. Start right now with what is within your reach. Your most prosperous and confident version is waiting for you. And each small step in this direction brings you closer to your goals and dreams. Now I want to know from you, which of these 15 habits will be the first one you implement into your routine? Tell me in the comments which change makes the most sense for your current life and how you intend to put it into practice. Your experience may inspire other people who are going through the same transformation as you.